How you guys doing, man? You guys know me. My name's Eric Price. I'd like to tell you first and foremost, I am here as a parent. I'm here as a retired police officer. Nothing else. I have no other motivation. That's it. Kind of with that, I kind of want to talk about a couple things. The actual planning process and the actual training that we need to be focused on. The planning process, in my opinion, needs to be a 5-step: deter, detect, deny, delay, and destroy. I'd like to be able to take you through that, but I got 3 minutes. I won't be able to do that. One of those things I want to talk about is deter. Unfortunately, in this situation, the type of individuals we have performing or doing active shooter scenarios are the kinds of individuals that are going there specifically to commit suicide. They're going there to end their life. So the hard targets aren't really a deterrent to them. The type of deterrents we need to talk about are kind of like you guys were talking about before. Some very good things come in the form of mental health and kind of attacking those problems before they become problems. So those are going to be probably the biggest deter steps you guys could possibly take. I know you guys can't reach inside the homes of every individual and fix everyone's mental health, but that's going to be the biggest way that you can target keeping individuals or detecting individuals from that type of scenario coming at you. The other thing I want to talk about is training. Now, part of my background includes we had built a 2-story training complex where you had a catwalk above, and on the first floor you had break-in doors. You had a facility where you actually entered, sometimes as a team, sometimes as an individual, but you could actually watch what was happening from the top. And we brought all kinds of experts in, sometimes specifically for active shooter. So in high-stress scenarios, once your adrenaline goes up, your ability to make decisions goes way, way down. So the type of training that you have to do, it's not the knowledge-based training, it's the behavior modification training. You have to put people in a high-stress situation that's going to force them to basically modify their behavior over and over and over again. Now, you guys are doing psychology analysis on the individuals. Every single individual you should be selecting should have some form of self-preservation. That's a good thing. That's a natural thing. But it's something you have to train someone out of to be able to respond to a situation. That's personally why I'm not a huge fan of doing that with teachers. Secondly, it's my opinion that your teachers need to be moving people away from students. Now, as we had people come in and actually train, we would let them run through the areas. We had cameras and everything. And their ability to make decisions, even the experts, the ones that have been in multiple real-world scenarios, their reaction time reduced. Their ability to strike the target reduced. When we put them in a room of individuals where they had a single individual to target, or even 2 individuals to target, they ended up shooting other targets as well. Those are very, very important factors to take into account when you put an individual that hasn't had an adequate amount of behavioral modification training. We brought them upstairs and had them watch other experts go through that, and they got to see it at that point. The training facility we ended up building, became the gold standard, and everyone in the eastern half of North Dakota ended up coming to that facility, and they would do that type of training, not just to give them the realistic feel of what it looks like, but also have them question what they think they knew, what their perception of what was actually going on. And that's what I challenge you to consider, that perhaps some of the ideas you may think of as experts aren't as real as you might think. We've all had that situation. I'm sorry, I'll hurry up. We've all had that situation where my life passed before my eyes. That's the situation where those decisions kind of change. So if you put yourself in that scenario and you were to videotape it, you're going to be surprised at how slow you're going to react to those scenarios. So that's what I wanted to tell you as far as taking into account the training for these type of individuals. And I heavily recommend doing the SRO as opposed to arming non-professional individuals. Thank you very much.